Hey guys, I'm Sam. Welcome to this full body yoga for flexibility flow. We're gonna get started on the back. So come to a comfortable position on your back. You can be in a reclining butterfly, you can be legs extended. I'm just gonna be in like a corpse pose here with my legs extended out, arms by the sides. We're just gonna start here. Just take a few breaths just to ground yourself here. Start by just noticing what you brought with you. Noticing what's going on inside, any physical sensations you may feel. Notice the feelings in your body, starting at your head, going all the way down to your toes, and just noticing what you feel. Noticing the sensation of the mat beneath you. Notice if your mind is busy or calm, just without judgment, without getting too involved, just noticing these things and bringing your attention inward. Start to bring the attention to your breathing, just noticing your breath, where you feel it, what it feels like, without changing anything, just noticing. We'll start to slowly, with intention, deepen the breath here. So we're going to start to breathe through the nose and breathe a little bit slower and deeper. So we'll start to breathe in through the nose, a little bit longer, out through the nose, a little bit stronger. Just starting to breathe with intention here, making each breath a little bit deeper, a little bit stronger. We'll bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a little squeeze here as we start to rock and roll, side to side, massaging the lower back. And we'll start to go front to back, all the way up onto hands and knees. Come into a table pose with your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. We're going to start to take some cat-cows here. So take an inhale as you arch up, gaze up. Exhale, round the back as you gaze down. Inhale, arching up, gazing up. Exhale, rounding as you gaze down. Inhale up, a couple more times. Exhale down. Last one here. Exhale. We'll tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here, maybe pedal out the legs. Wake up the backs of the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. One at a time, noticing what you're feeling here. And then we're gonna slowly walk the feet up to the front of the mat. Take an inhale, gaze out halfway, lengthen, and then exhale, fold forward. We're gonna grab opposite elbows here. Just let the head hang, maybe sway side to side here. Then releasing the elbows, we'll slowly make our way all the way up to standing. Take an inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Eyes closed just for a moment as we set an intention for this practice. Set your intention for this next little bit. Take an inhale, reach back up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up, upward facing dog or cobra, and then tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Always feel free if you want to pedal out the legs again, holding this pose for just a breath. And then we're gonna walk the feet back up to the front, feet come between the hands, take an inhale, gaze out halfway, exhale, fold forward. Slowly make your way all the way to standing. We'll take an inhale as we reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach back up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Take a side bend over toward the right. Feel the left side of the body here. Inhale, reach up back to center, and then changing sides. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, bending to the left. Inhale, reach back up. Take a slight back bend as you open up the chest, and then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, gaze out halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower down halfway. Inhale as you arch up. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in down dog. Notice this down dog. As we go through, you can see how each down dog feels. Notice if they feel the same, if they feel different. Just noticing. We'll walk the feet back up to the front of the mat again here. Take an inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Slight bend in the knees as we roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach back up. Take that side bend over toward the right as you feel the left side of the body. Inhale, back up, and then exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, reach back up, open up, and then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, vinyasa, stepping back, lower down, halfway. Inhale, open up, and then exhale. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. From here, take an inhale, lift the right leg up. Step it forward, come to a warrior two. Arms to a T, gazing over the right fingertips, bending into the front right knee. Breath here. And then inhale, reverse the warrior, so bringing that right arm up, left arm back. Good. From here, we're going to take a twist, bringing the hands together. Left elbow comes outside the right knee. We're going to hook that elbow and take a twist here. Good. From here, we're going to open up to a half moon. So the hand's going to come down. Feel free if you need to use a block for this one. We're just going to open up. Left arm and left leg are lifting here. Open up to the side. Balancing pose here. And then bring both hands down. Standing splits, lifting that left leg back up. And however you need to get there, we're going to vinyasa from here. Lower down. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Quick breath here in this down dog. Bend the knees as much as you need to in each down dog always. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, warrior two. Taking that warrior two here, bending that left knee, gazing over the left fingertips. Inhale, reverse the warrior, left arm up, right arm back. We'll bring the hands together. Hook the right elbow outside the left knee. Take that twist, gazing up toward the left. Feeling that twist here. And then we're going to bring the left arm down for this half moon here. So balancing pose, left arm, left leg lift. Always, of course, you can use a block or something underneath that hand. But we're trying to square the hips open to the side. Opening up the hips. From here, plant both hands. Lift that back leg. Stepping back. However you need to get there. Vinyasa. Feel free to add in or subtract however you need to. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here in down dog. Good. Inhale. Lift the right leg up once again. We'll step it forward. Come to that warrior two. Bending into the right knee. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Right arm is up, left arm back. We'll bring those hands together. Hook the left elbow outside the right knee. Take that twist, gazing up toward the right. And then once again, we'll take that half moon with the right hand down, left arm, left leg are lifting. Working to open up toward the left here. Both hands plant from here. Standing splits, and however you need to get there. Jump, step, kick, or vinyasa. Eventually making your way back to down dog. From here, one more time on the left side, we'll take the left leg up. Step it forward, warrior two, arms to a T, gazing over those left fingertips here. We'll take an inhale to reverse the warrior. And then hands come together, hook the right elbow outside the left knee, take that twist, gazing up to the left. Hands come down, left hand comes down, half moon, opening up here toward the right. Right arm, right leg lifting. Breath here. And then we'll bring both hands down, standing splits, right leg is up. And however you need to get there, vinyasa. We'll meet back in that downward facing dog. Just for a breath here. And then we're gonna come to a seated position. Just come to any comfortable seat. We're just gonna close the eyes for a moment, just come back to our breath. Just breathe here for a moment. Noticing your breath, noticing your body, what you're feeling. Take a couple more breaths here just to come back to it. Nice. From here, we're gonna come back to a table pose, and then from here, we're just gonna move right through this, not stay in the table pose. We're gonna come onto the belly. So come all the way onto the belly. And from here, we're gonna bring the left arm out. So we're gonna have the arm at a 90-degree angle with the elbow bent. And there's also a version where you have your arm straight out to the side. What we're not doing is straight out forward. So you can have it out to the side. I really like it this way with it bent, but feel free to try it either way, whichever feels good. And we're gonna lift the other leg. So if you've got your left arm down, you're gonna prop yourself up with your right hand on the other side, lift the right leg up, bring it over. You wanna get a stretch in that left side of the chest and shoulder as you use your right hand to support you here. We'll hold here for a few breaths. This is one of my all-time faves. Hold here. You can bring your head down. Hold here for just another breath or two. And then when you're ready, coming back, we're gonna just change sides. So if you had your left arm out, we're gonna bring the right arm out and then lift the left leg up. Using the left hand to prop you up here, we're gonna just bring it over and around here. Feeling the stretch in the right side now. So the right side of the chest, the right shoulder, using the left hand planted here as we'll just take a few breaths. Just breathe here. Again, if it's too intense, you can try with the straight arm, straight out to the side. I find that to be just a little less intense. So it's just gonna depend on the person, which is gonna feel better for you. Couple more breaths. Good. Coming back onto your belly. This time we're gonna press back up to hands and knees and bring the legs through, come into a seated position. Legs are gonna be straight out. We're gonna take a seated forward fold. So start with your spine straight here. And we're gonna just shift forward only as far as you need to. So if you're already feeling a stretch up right here, just stay there. But otherwise, as far as you need to go until you feel a stretch in the backs of the legs. So you can use your hands to support you here. You can bring your hands onto your legs. You can always reach forward if you'd like, but we're just gonna shift forward only as much as you need to feel a stretch here in the backs of the legs. And then if you'd like, you can start to round the back a little bit here and just let your head fold forward just a little bit for a couple breaths, relaxing your muscles in your back. Good. Coming back up. This time I'm going to turn my mat so you can see. We're going to do a frog pose here. So I like to fold my mat in half. That's optional, but it'll give you a little more support under the knees. But we're going to start in hands and knees here. So what's important here is the alignment between your hips, your knees, and your ankles. So you want basically a straight line from your hips to your knees, and then your knees to your ankles. So in like 90-degree angles with your feet pointing outward. So you'll start here, hands and knees, and then with your feet pointing outward, we're slowly going to just move the knees apart as much as you need to until you feel a stretch. So you feel a stretch here, then that's the place you're going to stop. If you feel it up here, that's the place you're going to stop. Wherever you go, just make sure you keep that alignment from the hips to the knees to the ankles. You may need to shift back a little bit if you're not quite feeling the stretch yet, but once you shift back, you should be able to feel it. So you're just going to widen as much as you need to feel a stretch, and then you can come down onto your elbows if you'd like. If that's too much, you can stay on your hands. But just going to the point where you feel the stretch here, keeping that alignment, and then if you feel feelings here, if you feel intense sensations, see if you can just notice that. You can always come out of it just a little bit less so that it's not quite as intense. If you bring your hips up a little higher or your knees a little closer together, that'll make it a little bit less intense. But otherwise, see if you can just notice those sensations, allow them to be there, and just breathe into it just for a few breaths. It's normal for this one to be challenging for a lot of people. Bring up a lot of sensations, but we're just going to try to breathe here. We're only here for a few more breaths. See if you can close your eyes. If you notice any of your muscles tensing up, see if you can relax your muscles. Just take a couple more breaths here. We're going to take one more breath, but just make it your biggest breath of this whole class. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. You can stay here as long as you'd like, but when you're ready, we're going to slowly bring the knees closer together, coming back up onto the hands, walking the knees back together. If your mat is folded, you can open it back up. And we're just going to take a quick child's pose here, just as a counter pose. So bringing the hips back toward the feet, hands come out, forehead comes down. And then coming back up, let's make our way all the way onto the back. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest here, left leg extended. Move your hips over to the right. If you need, you can use both legs here. But we're going to start, if you do the single leg version, we'll bring the left hand outside the right knee and then bring it over toward the left and twist in the opposite direction. So gaze over toward the right. If that's too intense, use both legs here, like that. Otherwise, you can use one leg and we'll just get this twist. So twisting in the opposite direction here. Feel free to close your eyes. We'll take a couple breaths in this reclining spinal twist. One more breath. Again, feel free. Stay here as long as you like. But when you're ready, we'll come back to center. And we're just going to change sides. So if you did the single leg version, we'll bring the left leg in this time, right leg extended. If you're doing two legs, you can bring both legs in. You can shift the hips over to the left. We'll bring that knee over toward the right now, and then gaze over toward the left. Get that twist. Take a couple last breaths in this pose as you just relax into it. Relax all your muscles. And then when you're ready, coming back to center. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, wrapping your arms around your legs. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe a little thank you to yourself for this time. And then we're going to just extend the legs all the way out. If there's anything else you still need in your practice, feel free to add it in here. But when you're ready, we'll come all the way to lying on the back, legs extended out, arms by the sides, palms facing up. Close the eyes. Coming back to natural breathing. We're just going to take rest here. If there's anything else that you're holding on to that you don't need, see if you can let it go here. Just going to take rest. Nothing to do here. Shavasana. Take breath. Rest. As we take our last couple breaths here, start to bring your attention back to your body, noticing your breath. Start to bring subtle movements into the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. Turn the head from side to side, shoulder to shoulder. Take a big inhale as you reach your arms over your head. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. One more time, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock and roll side to side, massaging the lower back. Go front to back. Make your way all the way up to a seated position. Bring the hands to heart center. Close your eyes, bow your chin to your chest as a sign of gratitude for this practice. Thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste.